Hello, welcome back to the Peers Perspective podcast. And today we're joined by a lovely guest. Lovely guest, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Sarah. We may have spoken before, but probably my first time on this channel.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is Sarah, my fiance. If you're a real follower of Pierce, if you're a real fan, a real team player of the Pierce Post team, you know who this is, right? But yeah, what are we gonna be doing today? We're gonna be doing some Q&A stuff. We're gonna be yapping, talking about probably relationship stuff. At some point, I think there was a couple questions about that, and then anything and everything else you guys want to know. So
yeah, I think I'm really excited to see what kind of questions we got.
Hell yeah.
I want to see what people want to know.
Cool. All right, let's get right into it. Why not? Let's see what the first question is. How did you guys meet? That is the first question we can go through. How did we meet? Well, technically, we met at university. Well, we didn't go to the same university.
I went to uni in the Midlands, for anyone that's in the UK. So it's like in the middle of England.
Yeah. And I went to university in Essex, Colchester to be exact. And yeah, like a lot of people nowadays, we met online. Yes, we did. We met online. And not just any way online, we met in one of the best ways to meet online, on an online dating app. And not just any online dating app. No.
He's going there.
The one, the only. Tinderoonies, as they call it. Tinderoonies. We met on Tinder. But this was probably not the Tinder you're familiar with today. That is full of gooners and goonettes.
It probably was.
Yeah, probably
I think it still was.
Yes, but we were just innocent babies, just trying to chill, just trying to see what the vibe was. And yeah, man.
It's funny because I still remember like what my prompt was. I didn't even know what they used to call it. It was something you would have to write to catch the other person's attention. And mine was, swipe right on me if you'd kill a spider for me.
Hell yeah.
And I can't remember what you said anymore, actually. It was good, though.
Yeah, it was. Whatever it was, here we are, 10 years later, so.
And he had Adventure Time posters in the background of his pictures. He was just, he didn't seem normal. And I like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that guys, if you want to get the hose, just be weird, man. Be your weird self. Someone's got to like it, I guess. But yeah, met online. We were speaking like basically almost every single day for like 4 or 5 months before we even met, all right?
I think so, like November, December, January, February, March. 4 months.
Okay, yeah,
4 months. Yeah.
So we had a pretty long talking stage.
Yeah.
Just getting to know each other, yapping, whatnot. And then eventually, we met each other and that was cool. So, yeah, man. What else? So what, we're talking about how we first met?
Is that what the question was?
What was it to say?
What was the question?
That was it, wasn't it? It was, yeah, how did you first meet? So the question to how we first met was we met online dating. That's the way we did it. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of online dating. I think it is pretty shit, if we're being honest. I think most people that are using it now aren't very happy with their experience, from what I'm hearing anyway. But that's how we met, so. Hey.
But don't you think that even then a lot of people would have said it was shit too? Like, I don't think it's any better or worse. Like, if anything, I probably think it's better. I feel like people.
I think so.
I feel like that. I don't know, actually. Technically, wasn't Tinder like made specifically for hookups? Like, they were very open about it.
Sure.
Whereas now, like, the marketing for dating apps have gotten a bit better. They've gotten a bit more wholesome.
I don't know though. I feel like the actual app itself it's like full of microtransactions now. There's super likes.
Oh
There's
yeah,
like
yeah.
probably ultra likes or something. I don't know. Like you can pay to get more likes and all that kind of shit. I think it's turned into like a well, it probably always was like a market, like a money scheme. But I think they've now really gotten to the bag where it's like, yeah, you gotta pay us to use this app, and if you want to get a matchup, you're probably gonna have to pay, especially if you're like a average to below average looking guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Then yeah, you're gonna have to pay in to even get one match, and then
Well, to be
yeah,
honest, before the average guys didn't have that option either, so
yeah,
giving
true.
them something maybe.
I
I don't
guess
know.
so. We definitely could go on a whole tangent about online dating. So we
But
probably
guys, it
should.
works.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it works, you
Who are
know.
you to say?
I don't know if it
Literally, you've
works.
benefited off
We
it.
are very very privileged people to say that we actually have a long standing relationship being on Tinder. That's not normal at all.
Okay, if I was to be an optimist,
Yeah.
as long as you stay true to yourself on these dating apps, you'll be fine. I'm joking. That's genuinely not my actual
Hell
advice.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I was what, like 18?
Yeah.
18.
We were very young.
I'm going to be 30 this year, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Next question, please.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. So okay, someone asked if you could travel, if you could time travel, where would you go?
Me, time.
Yeah, if you could time travel, where are you going?
Time is scary out if it was just travel in general. Time travel.
Yeah, time travel.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I think due to my race, I'd have to go in the future. There's no way I'm going anywhere backwards. Like, I can't lie, it's peak. Anywhere like the last, well, technically right now is technically the best time to be who I am. But even then, it's like I'm hoping the future looks better. So I'm gonna say like maybe in 2500. See what life's like in 2500.
2500 where though? Like, you have to pick a place to spawn.
No, time travel, bro. Time travel is like I'm
So you're
using
going to be in
time.
Greece?
No, fine. Okay,
pick a
fine,
place.
fine.
Pick a place. Play the game.
2500, and I'm in Wakanda because Wakanda is actually a real place now. Facts. And not only am I in Wakanda, I am the king of Wakanda because I'm using all the knowledge I've got
That's
from back here.
dangerous.
Listen. I have good intentions. So
That doesn't matter.
I have good intentions. So I'm going to be the king of Wakanda in 2500. And my one policy is my one policy is no murder.
Boring.
Anyone that murders, you get murdered.
Okay, that's more like it.
What about you? What about you?
I want to time travel.
Hell yeah.
I want to time travel into the past.
Ooh, she getting racial. Where you going?
Where could I be? Am I able to like slip myself in somewhere to
Go
just like
wherever you want, man. The world is your oyster.
I want to time travel to a time and a place where
Okay.
where I could live happily and like healthily without any like
Maybe
technology.
can you actually like?
Okay, fine. What time would this be? I don't know what time this would be. Oh, not BC, not before Christ came. Has to be after Christ. I don't know what time. Tribe. I want to be in a tribe where they're all like looking after each other. Pre-plague as well.
So you're so when asked the question, if you could if you could time travel, where would you go? Your response is I want to be before the plague and I want to be in a tribe.
Yeah.
Fair.
AD as well. Remember that?
I thought you said wait. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
after
okay,
death.
Okay. All right. What?
Well, you just made up Wakanda. Wakanda was real, so.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that
Say no more. Black
So
and proud. Say it loud.
I didn't know we would be able to do that.
What?
If I was to go to the future, I would travel into the future. Skip. Next question.
Come on, bro. Goodness gracious. What a fumbler.
Next
All right.
question.
On to the next question. On to the next question. What's a good one for Sarah? What is love for you?
Oh,
Like, explain it deeply.
what is love for me?
What is love for you? And don't forget, explain it deeply.
Mm.
Really take them there.
Mm.
Take us there.
Love can be painful.
Mm.
Love can be hard. But love is safety. Okay, I'm actually going to talk about it. So there's lots of different types of love, in my opinion. There's like romantic love. There's platonic love. There's sexual love. I'm joking.
Yeah.
But just lots of different types of love. But I do think they all kind of intertwine. And I do feel like love is a feeling of like when you feel the need to be selfless for that person.
Okay.
For me personally, I feel like that when I love a person, I do start thinking of them instead of just thinking of myself.
Sure.
I think I start to make space for them in my life. And yeah, I think when I'm around someone that I love, I tend to be less in my head and more in the moment. So I think those for me are signs of when I know I have love for a person, whether it be a friend, family member, or my significant other.
Sure.
I think those are the signs. But what it means to me, I think that's forever changing in my life. I don't think love is the same thing that it meant for me when I was 15.
Sure.
It changed when I was 15, and it changed when I was 20. And it changed, definitely is different now. I think it's growing in a positive direction, definitely. I think that it's becoming I'm having a more healthy idea of what love is with age.
Hell yeah. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Wouldn't you agree, guys? So, what is love to me? I think in a simple way, I think love is like the epitome of like empathy. I think like in the simplest way, to love someone is to be able to put yourself in their shoes and to kind of maybe remove the filter that we all have between each other, which of course is like a lot easier said than done. I think it's something that is like a kind of lifelong kind of path, trying to remove those like biases and where we will judge each other and stuff, and trying to remove. I think like the more that you love someone, the less you kind of judge them, and the less that you kind of put your own perspective and the way that you think things should go onto them. And I think that's why, like, for me, the opposite of love is like the kind of authoritarian approach. Where you're like on top of someone, making them do this, and not even having the like respect to explain yourself to them as well. I think it's like a lot of times. That's why I think in a lot of households where there's parents that are like very overbearing, and there's no like communication, and there's no like trust, and it's just like, you do this thing because I'm the. I think those are the households that have the least amount of love. Even the ones that are more up and down, like I think those ones are technically have more love in them than ones that are like steady, but it's just the whole time it's just like the relationship is not, it's like it's non-existent. It's just, I'm the parent, you do what I say, don't question me. How dare you talk to me? How dare you try and have a conversation with me? I feel like that's like what sadly I think a lot of us experience, like not really feeling understood or seen by people. And I think that's where a lot of people can try and find love outside of their home. But
That's true.
yeah, went a bit of tangent there, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, like love is just having empathy for someone and being able to put yourself in their shoes and really care about their well-being without it even benefiting you in any way.
I agree.
Hell yeah. Do you love me?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Whatever that means.
You just said what it means.
So yeah, to my
Hell yeah.
definition of love, yes, I love you.
Hell yeah.
To another person's, maybe not, because some people's definition of love is very questionable.
What definition of love do you not feel for me? Huh?
This is one that I don't want to feel, and I think I've worked on not feeling. This is like love in a possessive way.
Okay.
I think, just to be honest, I don't think I've felt that, mainly because I don't think it's in my character normally to be a possessive person.
Sure.
But I think that there's a way I could have been, but it depends on your character. Like, you could have, to feed your own ego, you could have maybe intentionally or unintentionally found ways to make me behave possessively, like make me unsure of our love or our trust. And I don't think I've felt that in this relationship. So I don't have that feeling of love that people express sometimes, of like, oh, they're mine and no one else's. Like, obviously you're mine and no one else's, but I don't feel the need to like act on that or have that in the forefront of my idea of love for you.
W answer.
Yeah.
W answer.
I'm glad that made sense.
You off the hook. Appreciate it. And yes, I do love you as well.
I didn't even have to ask.
Yeah. Give me a kiss. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. What other questions do you all have for us? Why lust is bad? Question mark. Why lust is bad?
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 Why lust is bad? That makes sense now.
Why lust is bad?
Why lust is bad? Why lust is bad?
Why lust is bad?
Yeah.
Go on.
Why?
Tell us why.
Lust is
bad.
Lust is bad.
Why lust is bad?
Bad. Because I don't know, man.
Is lust bad?
Is it? I didn't know. I've been all lusty. I don't know. Lust is a sin, man. It's one of the 7 deadly, no?
Okay.
So it must be.
Like, I don't know.
Greedy, lusty.
Explain it like you're like one of your nephews asked you, Sarah, why lust is bad?
I know which nephew that is. Well, I think I would explain it in a way. I'm trying to think. I guess I would kind of explain it as an emotion or a feeling that if you allow it to control you, it can cause damage. So we can all maybe have feelings of lust, the same way we all can have feelings of anger.
Yeah.
We can all have feelings of greed, but to allow it to absorb you and to make you act on it, it can become quite addictive.
Yeah, because it's just an emotion, right?
Yeah.
So technically, it's not good or bad.
Yeah,
it just is.
It just is what it is.
It just exists.
It's how much of an impact it plays on your day to day and your life, and then if it starts to become who you are. Because, for example, we all have feelings of greed, like that's very normal. And then the less you control that feeling of greed, it starts to form and show who you are as a person. You look like a greedy person.
Yeah. I guess so.
So I'm explaining to my nephew.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, you look like a greedy person. You behave like a greedy person. People wouldn't want to share things with you because they'll think you finish it all. maybe they think that like, if I leave something at their house, like I can't leave things with them because they're gonna be greedy and they're gonna take it, or they'll hide it from me and they're gonna want it. Same with like lust. You know, your friends aren't going to really want their girlfriends around you because you're a weirdo.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe you're acting a bit creepy. Maybe looking at their mum's bum when the mum walks past. I'm still explaining this to my nephew, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're just gonna start behaving in ways that are gonna leak into your day-to-day life that people are gonna see and not really like. And it's not even just about other people; it's about yourself.
But Sarah, what if all my friends are lusty as well, but they're all cool? I want to be cool too.
This is so believable.
What?
Oh no! What would I say to that?
Well, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
But if they're cool, you gotta be cool in school. Take over, Peter.
I got this, bro. Don't worry. Hey, listen, man. You don't have to be like everyone else, right? In the words of every uncle, if your friend jumped off the bridge, you gonna jump as well? Huh? Bang here.
I wouldn't jump off a
Olodo.
bridge. Oh, I wouldn't jump off a bridge. You already seen what I would do.
Yeah, true. But yeah, on a real one, I don't know. I feel like technically lust is not bad. It's an emotion. It's something that you can feel. But I think what's bad is when you kind of don't have any control of it and you allow it to dictate your every waking moment. Like, let's be honest, the main reason people ask this kind of question, because I know the stats for like Google and stuff shows that a lot of guys are literally asking like, how do I stop masturbating? Like, how do I stop watching porn? How do I stop X or Y?
You put chili powder on your hand.
Shut up. But yeah, like, I feel like a lot of it is just a lack of purpose or a lack of like just routine or like a lack of like actually doing things in your life that you enjoy. I feel like lust is like the definition of like instant gratification. Like it's
That's like greed as well.
Yeah, it's like something that's literally just made to make you feel good in the moment. It'll tell you that it's going to solve your problems. It's going to tell you that after you do it this one time, then you never have to do it again, and your life will be sorted or whatever. But it's all bullshit, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, you end up repeating the same cycle over and over again. And what you have to just understand is that like the way that lust tricks you and it tells you that it's going to solve your problems, you have to just know that if it sounds too good to be true, it is. It is. If there's anything in your life that you feel like, okay, when I do this thing, my life's going to be sorted, that's not true. It's not going to be true. There's not going to be like one thing that you do that's suddenly going to make your life like amazing and you're just done. Anything that sells you that kind of dream or sells you that sort of type fantasy, that's a trap right there. And the harsh reality is like, it kind of sucks to say, but you're using like lust as a coping mechanism to avoid your reality, man. I think that's all it is, really. Like you don't really enjoy your life, and you use lust, whether that's porn, whether that's texting girls, whether that's trying to, get matches on your fucking Tinder, whatever it is. You're using that as an escape from your reality, man. So that's what I would say. Lust isn't bad. It's not good, but you just can't rely on it because it's something that's fleeting and it's never really all that it says it is. But yeah.
That's what you'd say to my nephew.
Yeah, hell yeah. After that, he'd be base as fuck.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
And he'll join chess club at school.
All right. Let's see what other questions y'all got for us. How you deal with nostalgia? Yay.
Read it again.
How you deal with nostalgia?
How?
So how do you deal with nostalgia?
How do I deal with
I'm
nostalgia?
guessing like
the feeling of
if you're like obsessing over the past or something. Like how do you stop obsessing over the past?
Make the present better. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really obsess over the past. I don't have that experience because I think I'm enjoying now more than I was enjoying my life back then. Maybe that's a privilege, but at the same time, I don't think it is because I could have been down bad right now.
Yeah.
I look at so many ways that I could have been doing the same things that I was doing however many years, months, years ago. So yeah, I think the cheat code is to definitely make your life better now than it ever has been.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of, again, nostalgia. A lot of it is like you're painting an image that
Mm.
probably wasn't even there. Like you're acting like, 3-4 years ago was so great, when 3-4 years ago you were probably doing very similar things you're doing right now, and it was just, a time that maybe you only look back on for in fondly because you have, hindsight. I think a lot of time is like you have to understand the power of the present, because all we have in general is the present anyway. So you have to understand, okay, what happened realistically. Like the fact is, I have no control over it anymore.
Mhm.
It's gone. Like the amount of energy that you use thinking about like years or whatever months ago, that's energy you can use to making right now better for your future self. Because I think what you need to do, instead of like dwelling on nostalgia in the past, is like you need to start fantasizing about your future self and how they're going to benefit from the things you're doing right now. And I think that's the only thing that kind of gets me to do stuff in general, is like thinking about how my future self is going to benefit from it. Because let's be honest, like a lot of stuff that you need to do for your future self is the stuff that's boring right now, or the things that don't feel that great right now. But if you're constantly just trying to feel good right now, you're going to be stuck where this person probably is, where you're just looking at the past now, because you're constantly just trying to chase a feeling rather than make actual strides towards a better future.
Mhm.
So yeah.
That's interesting. I do agree. But when and if you are only focusing on everything you do now and how it affects the future, you're technically not living in the present as well.
Hmm.
So looking at the past and being very like having positive emotions about the past rather than the now is kind of the same thing, but obviously more productive to look at the future as being a thing to work towards and build towards, which is, I think, what everyone should be doing anyway,
Mhm.
because we are building our future every minute and every second of every day. But then, how do you, like, for me anyway, I do believe like one of the best things to not look back at the past as like this amazing time that you can never get back and oh, like my life is nothing now, is to actually maybe things that you enjoyed in the past to maybe reenact it now.
Mm.
Like whether it's, oh, me and my friends used to always play in the park together. I don't know, try and find a way to get out into nature, try and find ways to be active outside like you used to when you were little. It doesn't always have to be with the same people, the same amount of people, in the same exact way, but try and find ways to be present in ways that you appreciated when you were young. Because I think that's why a lot of people are struggling to move forward and to kind of step out of nostalgia. And it is because we were able to be more free and present when we were kids. We had less responsibility. So, of course, you need to have responsibility. You need to be an adult and you need to do things, but then find time to be free and present in what you're doing now. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something I'll be honest. I think that's something I kind of struggle with sometimes. I think in the past, definitely, I used to struggle with having that balance between doing things for my future self and my present self. I think for a long time, maybe like 3 years ago, like for like a good solid year, I didn't really do too much for my like self in the present. Like I was just so focused on like trying to like right all my wrongs from the past and trying to change my whole everything, and I think I got to a point where I kind of just burnt out. Like I was just being so productive. I was trying to be so productive. Just that's when I was like first creating the YouTube channel and doing all the stuff I do right now, all the mentoring stuff, and I was just really focused on that. And I just like had periods where I was just like, oh, like nothing feels enjoyable anymore. I don't feel motivated to do anything. And I think it's just because I wasn't really doing anything for myself in the present. I was just like 100% just like, yeah, doing this, the hard stuff, as you say, when you don't feel like doing it. Yeah, okay, just gets on repeat. And what's kind of changed for me now is it's not a lot, but like literally just doing things on a weekly basis that kind of help me get in touch with my inner child. Whether that's like going football, like I do, like every Thursday I go football, or it's literally just like taking a moment just to like go for a walk in nature and actually just like not try and be productive while I do it. Like not listen to a podcast, not like listen to an audiobook. Like literally just chill, listen to some music, and actually just enjoy myself in that moment. I think sometimes I used to feel guilty for doing that. Like, oh, I'm wasting time. I should be learning something. I should be doing this. But it's like realistically, like I'm just a human. Like my brain just needs sometimes to just relax and be human sometimes. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely working at now.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. We're not machines.
We're
We're
not.
human beings.
Hell yeah. So yeah, awesome.
On to the next.
On to the next one. On to the next one. Freeze. Somebody bring back some money, please.
What should I do if I can't get over someone who I feel doesn't care?
So how do you get over someone who doesn't care about you anymore?
Yeah. Who I feel doesn't care. Let's start there.
Sure.
So that makes me think that you guys haven't communicated properly. Because you're assuming.
Yeah.
You're feeling rather than knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you'll know is if you ask. However, actions speak louder than words. So some people can tell you that they care about you, but then their actions aren't showing it. So maybe that's what you're stuck in. Like maybe they have said to you, "I care about you," but their actions aren't aligning. Maybe they're treating you like they don't care about you. I don't know. I think that you just need to get down to the bottom of it. So you need to ask the questions that need to be asked. Why did you do this X, Y, and Z thing that hurt me? When you did this thing, it made me feel like you didn't care about me. And then sit back and let them explain themselves.
That's interesting. I have literally the opposite take.
Okay.
I feel like in these situations, I'm just presuming what this person's going through. If you're in a situation where there's like a lot of unspoken words and it's just like a lot of silence in your communication, and it's like maybe you haven't texted each other in like a couple of weeks, and it's just like, okay, I thought we were something that we're clearly not. I think a lot of time that is the sign. Like I feel like for a lot of people, we like to kind of drag things on that maybe aren't actually being like reciprocated. And I think especially for guys, I think we get into this state where we feel like we have to chase, even when the person like isn't really giving us a lot of signs that they're interested. But it's like, as a guy, you're supposed to just keep chasing anyway. Like, I think we have that mentality, or we're kind of forced or fed to have the mentality where it's like you have to kind of prove that you're the right guy for her, and she might say no, but if you keep asking, eventually she might say yes. So I think a lot of time guys have that sort of mentality where it's like, oh, maybe she's just playing games with me. Maybe she's, and I'll be honest, man. If someone is doing that, that's probably not a good sign. That's someone that you want to be with in the long term. I think people that really like you and really do want to be, involved with you in whatever sense that is, they're gonna make it known. I feel like if you have to keep trying to, do mental gymnastics and question, oh, well, like, what do they mean by this? Oh, like, are they not talking to me because of this? Like, it's too much work, man. It's too much. I think you just need to move on. If I'm being honest, like, there's people out there that will make it obvious that they're interested in you. And I think that's kind of what you deserve as a human, but that's my take. What do you think?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. There's definitely a lot of good, like, solid advice in there. I think obviously we're missing so many key parts of the story because we're assuming that, one side of this two-person party is really great at communicating, and the other person is just not communicating properly or whatever. I think that a lot of people nowadays do what you're telling them to do, which is like, oh, the person's not treating me how I think they should, I'm just gonna go. People don't know how you want to be treated. And that is the truth of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of our relationship, I don't think we were really the right match for each other. We could have left it loads of times. Like, I could have been like, well, he clearly doesn't like me because he didn't do this thing when we were together. And if it wasn't for our kind of persistence and our need for each other in our lives, where we slowly got through the painful parts of communication that we weren't used to,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be here. So as much as your advice is correct, like you should stay where you're wanted. You don't know if you're wanted or not if you're not communicating properly.
Sure.
That's why I think asking the right questions is important, and then actually giving them the time to respond, and then see if their actions align with their response. Then you can make the decision to leave, because then at least your decision is an educated one. Yeah.
That's true. I agree with that. Yeah, I think it is always better to actually like make your intentions known, make your needs known to the other person, and then at least give them the opportunity to rise up to their standards, or just say, yeah, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I definitely do agree with that. Hell yeah. Let's see what else y'all are asking us. Might do one or two more. So just general advice on finding a partner.
Ooh, advice on finding a partner. That's hard to answer. I know. Everyone's partner is different, and what their ideal partner is. I think to keep it very broad is to actually have an open mind. I think I know so many people that have such a like specific kind of idea of who they think they should date.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that that's based on really weird things, like stupid things, whether it be the type of like, I don't know, celebrity you fancied when you were growing up, whether it be who you think might look good with you visually, like that kind of stuff really limits your chances of finding someone that you connect with.
Yeah.
Even just things like, oh, like they have to have the same music taste as me. That was actually one of my favorite ones when I was young, because I was really passionate about music, and I think that's something that kind of got us to bond a little bit.
That was one of the first films we bonded on, like, it's similar taste of music.
Yeah, and like as fun as that is, to be honest, it's actually quite fun, especially if you're younger.
Yeah,
because like we've been to concerts together, but then at the same time, unless you're very like, I don't know, unless you got the tism and you just like very specific things and you can't try other things. If you're willing to try other things, allow them to show you a new world.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it is really cool when like someone can introduce you to things they're really passionate about. I think I like when people are like interesting, like when they actually have interests. I think that's probably my biggest piece of advice to finding a partner. Like, focus on like actually having things in your life that you do, rather than just desperately looking for someone to fill a void in your life. Like, actually like go and do stuff. Actually have things you care about that you're actively like participating in. Yeah,
so that's interesting. So yeah, like build a fulfilling life, or like have things in your life that you would want to share with someone. And this would be a very good sign of whether they're the right person for you, is when you are sharing these things with them, what is their reaction? You will then find out whether they are potentially judgmental, closed-minded, not willing to try new things, or they could be the complete opposite, and they could be very open. They can be really supportive and show excitement for things that excite you. And I think that is a clear sign of someone that has interest.
Yeah. And I think just in general, something that we don't talk about like very often in our society is that like a lot of us are trying to, I know this kind of goes against what we said a bit ago, but like a lot of us try and focus on being like interesting instead of interested in people. I think a lot of us like we want to be like that black cat where people are attracted to us and people approach us. People like want to know more about us.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh yeah, well, I just do this, and I'm just, rather than like everyone feels really uncomfortable being a person. So, oh, like I like that thing about you. Like tell me more about that. Like for some reason in our society, like that's the weak point, being the one that is actually like noticing someone and noticing something interesting. Like, oh, like I want to get to know more about that. For a lot of us, we're seeing it like that feels a bit like uncomfortable. That feels a bit like we're asking for too much or something. So I think if you're able to be that person like in the crowd who's actually able to be interested in people and actually approach them, and I'd be like, oh wow, like I like that thing. Like tell me more. Honestly, like something as little as that, most people aren't doing that. Like 90% of people aren't doing that, and I think that literally opens the doors for everything else. That opens the door like for more opportunities, not just like in relationships, but just friendships and just who even knows, like even connections and just in general, like actually wanting to be the person to make the first move. And I know it's definitely easier said than done because it's something I definitely still struggle with today. But I know the times that I have actually taken the initiative and actually been like, okay, let me actually just say this thing. Let me actually like, I like her shirt. Like the bare minimum is like, it's like a nice interaction. Like,
So
really.
are you telling the viewers that to find a partner, they need to move to them in the street?
honestly, it's a way of definitely getting more traction out there. It's better than what most people are doing, which is just scrolling on their phone and tapping buttons. I think if you're actually able to be someone who's brave enough to make that first move, if anything, if you do get rejected, it's just part of the game, isn't it? Like realistically.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's definitely a better move than just hoping someone's going to come and approach you and say how great you are.
And I think that a lot of people say the reason why guys don't approach women anymore is because they're scared they're going to get, I don't know, allegedly they've I don't know, sexually or catcalled her, whatever. I don't think that's possible if you're actually very, hi, what's your name? Or I really like, I think you're very pretty. How do you approach a girl actually?
Thing is, yeah, it actually depends on how ugly you are. If you're very ugly, yeah, I can't lie. You can be as well mannered, as polite. You can even bow your head, get on one knee. Like, hey, how you doing?
Do you know what it is, right? Okay. Of course, there's a reality. There's truth to it. There's truth to it. But that definitely just shows character of the woman.
Yeah, true.
Because I've had some questionable people approach me, even just last week, and I've never been horrible to them.
Fair.
The only people that I'm rude to, and it doesn't matter what they look like, is when they aren't humble enough to bring themselves to approach me like a human being.
Sure.
They call to me from across the street.
Hey, bunting.
Yeah, like,
what's your snap?
Yo, miss, you're looking good today. From across the street.
Is that BBL? Is that real?
Are these ones you've heard before?
No, these ones that I say.
Oh, okay, nice. They sound good. I wouldn't mind those.
Fair.
But like, I think it's mainly just about the woman's character, regardless. If you're unattractive, I feel like
it's tough.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's tough.
Of course it is. It's also, I know people are going to argue about this, but it's very hard for unattractive women too. Okay, just in a different way. I think just being unattractive in general, life is a little harder.
Tell me about
I feel like approaching women, it can be done. It's just a lot harder. It's a lot harder now than ever before.
Yeah.
Because it's not even just that women like aren't interested. They don't know what to do. Women don't know how to respond anymore as well. Like, women are creeped out way more than ever before.
Yeah.
Because they're all living online just as much as men
everyone's
are.
so fucking socially awkward.
Like, everyone's socially awkward. Everyone's always thinking the worst. Men aren't approaching because they're thinking the worst.
Yeah.
Women aren't allowing the approach to continue because they are thinking the worst. Like,
but if we're looking in the future, how much worse does this get?
Everyone's gonna be floating around in like pods like this.
So like Wall-E type shit, basically.
Yeah, maybe.
Everyone's gonna be on like a what was it, little disability scooter thing with like a flat screen iPad on the front, swiping and shit, and then you can probably order Uber Eats and it'll just come out the bottom.
Yeah. And then people just beeping at each other to interact with each other. 2 beeps means get out of my way. 1 beep means yes. 3 beeps mean no.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
And if you get it mixed up, it's really bad.
Yeah, man. I think in the grand scheme of things, like, if society keeps going in the direction it is, we're kind of cooked. kind of cooked. I feel like all you can really do as like an individual is ensure that you are going in the right direction, and you, at the very most, I would say, have people in your life that are also in that going in that direction with you. I think that honestly, that's the most you can do. Because honestly, I think the masses, like the general public, the masses, yeah, man. I don't think they're getting off this train of like laziness and instant gratification anytime.
Look at my mosquito bite.
Hey, so it's like you're flexing a rollie right there. Must have a rollie.
Look at my mosquito bite.
Yeah, damn.
Look at it from the side, guys. Can you see?
That shit thick, man. Hell yeah. For all the audio listeners, Sarah is showing her massive mosquito bite. It is enormous. It's like a cartoon one. It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
It makes that noise.
Sure. All right, one last question, and we'll call it a day.
Better be good.
Yeah, we'll end it with a bang.
What do you like on your toast?
What's it?
Peanut butter and jam. And banana.
That question is mad. I'm not doing that one.
Where's it?
What's the tip you could give to someone with a mental ill, like bipolarity or etc.?
Oh, that's on a different podcast, maybe.
Yeah, man, not my one.
That's really like,
innit?
What tip?
I don't know.
You need a few, man.
Go to the hospital.
Yeah. I think you need lots of tips. I can't give you all of them right now.
Okay. Let's just do yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So to end it, the question is, what is sacrificing your old self? What does sacrificing your old self mean?
Okay, so because it is us two and we are doing this podcast as a ode to our 10-year anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should be personal about this. So what is sacrificing your old self? And I think we've both had to do that for this relationship to go on for as long as it has.
Indeed.
So in what ways do you feel like you have?
I think in many ways, to be honest, I feel like the old version of myself was like a lot more insecure, a lot more of a little shit. I think you can probably speak to this, but I think the old version of myself was like, I don't know, very negative. I was a big doomer. Didn't believe a lot of good things about myself or the world. Yeah, I think a lot of it. So like this idea of sacrificing your old self, a lot of it is kind of just letting your ego down. I think that's the big thing, and I think being in a relationship really does like it challenges you because it makes you have to look at yourself. I think a lot of the time when you're like single and you have friends and family around you, they don't actually demand that much of you. If you're being honest, like all they demand from you is like to just show face and kind of wear a mask every now and again. But when you're in a relationship, like you actually have to let that mask down, or otherwise it just won't work. Because someone will literally see you for like who you are and behind the person you're trying to be, and then you have to make a decision: am I gonna, try and pretend like they didn't see that, or I'm like, well, do we actually have to address like the elephant in the room? And I think every time that you address, whatever it is that you guys are struggling with, I think a part of yourself kind of dies. I think again, it's mainly the ego. I think a lot of our personality and a lot of identity is built on our ego. And I think the more that you let go of your need to be attached to this ego, the more that you can grow as a person. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that was quite spot on,
to
be honest.
Hell yeah.
I think that I struggled with so many things. There were so many things that I've had to like let go of. One was like escapism. So I was escaping pain, an uncomfortable feeling. Those birds were just screaming. Escaping pain and uncomfortable feelings via substances. I wasn't on anything crazy. I just used to like socially drink a bit too much. I was a smoker. Like I was using things to escape, and it's things that I was introduced to when I was young. And I kind of started to hold on to that as my personality because it was easy. It was a way to escape. Um, and I think when I started dropping those things because it just didn't fit into our lives, it was hard because it was like, what am I doing with these gaps? These things like I can't run away and be like, oh, I'm gonna go and do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna go and I have to be present. So it's quite painful, sacrificing your old self. It is a part of you that starts to die.
Mm.
And then you kind of start feeling like you don't have a personality, or you start feeling like you don't have anything, when really you're trying to grow a new person. So you're going to have weird moments. And you also have to be willing to let go of people as well. I think that throughout our 10 years, there's been people that have come and gone in our lives personally through different eras of our life, because when you are in a relationship with someone and you're working towards it, you're working towards a goal, everything around your life is going to be there for seasons. And some can stay all the way to the end. It doesn't mean that they can't, but you are going to go through seasons of your life. And to go into the next season, you are going to have to evolve, which means sacrificing something from the last season that doesn't make sense to continue it into the next.
I think a lot of it is similar to the idea of like the phoenix. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
So it's like how it's like on this constant cycle of like basically coming, so like raising up, it becomes like this full fleshed out being, and then it burns up, returns to ashes, and is reborn over and over again. I think that's kind of what the kind of idea of having to sacrifice your past self is, because every time you're in that moment, you're not aware that you're being your past self. You think that's just who I am right now. And it's only in retrospect, you're like, oh yeah, that was just like a version of me. And I'm sure even right now, we're both living in a version of ourselves that we think is who we are. But I'm sure watching this episode back, maybe in 10 years, and be like, wow, we're nothing like this anymore.
I can't wait to keep changing.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to keep changing. I think that is why I'm not afraid of birthdays.
Hell yeah.
My 30th birthday is coming up.
It is.
And I'm not afraid, because I think my 30s are going to be way better than my 20s.
Hell yeah, auntie.
And I genuinely think my 40s are going to be even better than my 30s.
Tell
and so on and so forth.
Tell them.
Maybe 60s is not as well. Start getting a bit.
You never know.
That's when I'm gonna move here.
By 60s, like you might be able to just be full VR universe type shit. Like you can do anything you want.
I don't want to be.
You can be like.
I don't want to be in the VR
but
world.
you can be Avatar, family. You can go in that rainforest and actually feel like you're in there.
That's so sad. Only for like an hour a day.
Fair.
Then I want to come into my real life as an old lady.
Moderation.
And I want to go and I want to do gardening.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I think when I'm like 60, I want to be gardening.
Hell yeah.
I want to have pets. I want to have chickens. I've looked after chickens. I love eggs. Like it all makes sense. I want chickens in my garden.
Mm-hmm.
I want eggs in my belly. I want flowers. I want to know different types of flowers. I know maybe like 10 right now, but there's so many. I want jasmine bush. Yeah, I want to like make things. I want to make pie.
Pie. It's pie.
Yeah, I want to make pie. I'm thinking about old lady stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I do actually want to like crochet and knit and stuff as well.
Yeah,
like, I want to live a slow life when I'm old.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy.
But why is all old lady stuff cool and all old man stuff is weird?
Old man stuff does not have to be weird. Should I tell you some cool old man
stuff?
Yeah,
tell me.
Going for walks with your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Playing like chess. That's cool with your friends. Dominoes. Sure. Have a beer, man. Fuck it. Eat fish. It's good for your bones.
Okay.
Play instrument.
Oh yeah.
That's a really cool old man thing.
Yeah, I should definitely an instrument.
Record player. Have some records. be the person in the family that does a barbecue.
Yeah.
Be the person in the family that takes photos.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about my dad now.
Mm.
He was not even an old man. He didn't get to be an old man, but he was so cool. He did used to take initiative. He used to be present. He used to like play music, introduce music to the family. He used to be the person taking the photos of everyone, videoing like special moments. Just be present as a man.
I'm gonna have the old man hands.
What
where
do
they're
they
just
look like?
big and puffy, and they got all stuff all over it. And when you shake it, it's hard.
I actually don't think you're gonna have those man hands.
Hard old man hands.
Nah. Why? Why do you think that will just suddenly
It just
happen?
happens, you know. I think
Look at your hands, they're soft.
Relatively soft, but I think that sometimes you just get older, and your hands are just like, yeah, time to just get rough
Nah,
and
man,
puffy.
you're gonna be creaming your hands.
Of course, I'll be creaming them, but I think it gets to a point where, like, when you're old, the cream is just like, yeah, bruh, I can't get through this one, man. I can't get through this. This skin's been what 60 to 80. Yeah, I'll just stay on the top.
Well, I think my hands are gonna look. I'm gonna have chubby old lady hands.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They're gonna be so cute and chubby.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be hard to knit sometimes.
All right, guys. With that, I think we'll end episode 2. I think that was a great first episode. Well, technically second episode, but really our first episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're out here in Greece right now, just chilling. Maybe we're gonna go eat or something later, do some cool holiday stuff. But it's been nice having this little chat, this little rendezvous. But we're gonna have to get out of here, man.
Maybe at the end, we'll show you what we've been looking at.
Oh yeah. We
during
should do
this
that.
video.
We should do that. I'll remember to put a clip of that at the end. But for now, it's been Pierce and it's been
Sarah.
And we're out of here. Hasta la vista.
Bye.
Bye-bye.